Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Daisy and today I thought I would film my little boy's 6-month update. So today is it's Saturday the 13th of February. He was 6 months old on Sunday the 7th of February. So he's a whole week nearly since he was 6 months old. So he's now officially 27 weeks old. So I wrote down a few things on my phone to remind me what I want to say, like what his milestones are and things like that. Please excuse the background. I've got areas ready to go up, wet washing ready to hang, and his nappy bin in the background, but we're in his nursery and that's reality. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So I'll start with height and weight. He is, as of last Sunday when he was officially 6 months old, he weighed 10.27 kilograms, and when I've converted that, it's 22 pounds and 10 ounces. Chunky bum. In terms of length, I don't know how long he is. I've not measured him. But he is quite tall or long. So I'd definitely say he's probably following the same sort of centile line as with his weight. He's completely jumped 3 or 4 centile lines. He was born in the 60th centile throughout my pregnancy he was always along the 90th centile, and then at 38 weeks I had a scan that showed he'd basically only put on 200 grams in 4 weeks, and at that point it started getting referred to as an IUGR, which is inter-urine growth restriction, which I'll talk more about in another video, but it was sort of expected because of a condition I've got with my womb, but it was almost a shock at the same time because we'd got so far. So he was only born then in the end on the 60th, which is a very healthy weight for an IUGR baby, but obviously he'd only put on 200 grams in 4 weeks. Hadn't you? Scaring me and his dad and everyone else. So he was born on the 60th. He's now 90 something centile. He is completely made up for being low, haven't you? Completely made up for it. Yeah, he's nearly 3 times his birth weight. He was born 3.6 kilograms. I think it's about 7 pounds 15 ounces. So yeah, nearly 3 times his birth weight, and he officially weighs more than the dog. The dog was at the vet's last week, and I'd never thought about it like that, but thinking about him being heavier than the dog is to me a really scary thought. He officially weighs more than the dog. Yeah, you do. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure on his length, but that's his height. In terms of routine, we don't have a set routine that we follow, like a bedtime routine or anything like that. We just seem to follow his sleepy cues. He usually wakes up anywhere between 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning, and up until 6 months he used to go back down anywhere between 40 minutes and an hour. The last week it's been almost an hour to an hour and a half that he goes down, and then all his other naps, his nap length is however long he sleeps for, and then the rest of his wake windows are always, prior to being 6 months, were about an hour to an hour and a half, whereas this last week they have been an hour and a half to 2 hours, haven't they? So I think he's finally, which is hopefully going to make it easier to wean him, because I was struggling with being able to prepare something and give it him before he was getting too tired again, wasn't we? So we shall see if that continues, won't we? Yeah. Gosh, what else? So in terms of his sleep, he sleeps probably like 14 to 15 hours a day. He, as already today, it is currently 2:30. He woke up at 8 o'clock and he has had 2 naps, and they were an hour and a half and an hour long. He sleeps all the way through the night. He does wake up for feeds, but because I'm breastfeeding and bed sharing, he just turns his head and will latch onto the boob and take what he wants to eat. So I'm aware that he's awake or he's feeding, but most of the time when I've checked, he's still asleep feeding. So I think sometimes it's just a comfort thing as well, isn't it? So yeah, he does sleep through the night anywhere. He'll go down anywhere between 7 and 9 o'clock. Oh yeah. We are still exclusively breastfeeding. However, I have obviously started weaning, but exclusively breastfeeding. He had a bottle of expressed breast milk back in August, but he's not had one since. Haven't offered him one, so I don't know whether he would still take a bottle. But I'm quite happy to just have him on the boob and breastfeed him directly. That doesn't bother me, so that's what I've just kept doing. So yeah, as I said, we started weaning him last Saturday, so today would be day 8 of weaning. I have been doing a weaning series, haven't I? So yeah, weaning's not going as planned, or not as how I envisioned it in my head. I think I just thought it was going to be this fantastic thing where he took to it straight away. But obviously you'll see more in the weaning series that I'm doing. So clothing wise, he is in 6 to 9 month clothes. I did try a 9 to 12 month baby grow on him the other day, and it doesn't look, it is baggy and it is massive and it is long on him, but it doesn't look ridiculously big. I think he's definitely going to be in it before he reaches 9 months. I've packed only this week all his 3 to 6 month clothes away and got out the next lot of 9 to 12 just so it's there ready in his wardrobe. Nappies, he's in size 4. We've been using Pampers. I find something that I like, and it's almost like that's what we used as a newborn, and I can't bring myself to try anything else. I know people recommend the Mamiya nappies, but just the way I am, I know I like Pampers. I've never had any issues with Pampers, so I've always continued to use them, haven't we? So he's in size 4 Pampers. What else? So the next thing is milestones. So in terms of milestones, there've been quite a few. Teeth is a massive one for him. He has 8 teeth as far as 6 months old, and he is still, I would say, teething mildly, but yeah, he's still teething now. His gums are very bumpy at the back. I'm hoping for a few weeks, months off if possible, but at the end of the day I'm almost just thinking, oh, if they come through, I'll get it over and done with quicker, won't we? We'll get those teeth over and done with. So yeah, 8 teeth. He got his first 2 at about 3.5 months, sorry, about 15 weeks, and yes you did, and then he got his remaining 6 between 5 and 6 months. So I think 2 popped up like the day after he was 5 months old, and then the remaining 4 have just popped up throughout the month up until 6 months. So he has got all 4 top front ones and all 4 bottom front ones. They came through in a really weird order. It was the bottom 2 and then the top second 2 on each side, and then we got 1 top one, one second bottom one, and then the other top one and the other second bottom one came through. So he looked like a super weird baby when he had two long grown second top ones but no front ones, didn't you? So teeth has been a massive milestone for us. He has also been to the dentist for the first time. Hiya. Can you say hiya? Can you get off Mummy's hair? Thank you. Yeah, he's been to the dentist for the first time. Dentist was really happy with his teeth, and we're going back again another time before you're 1 year old. Aren't we? So he has been sitting unaided since about 3.5 months old. Obviously it wobbles a little bit, but he was sitting unaided. I didn't have to have a cushion behind him. He is obviously sitting very well now, aren't you? You will fall over if you reach too far, like stretching for a toy sometimes, but I can leave him so that I can go and run and do something. Like seconds I am, but I'm happy to leave him sat up and I'm not worried. He is also able to like roll really, really well. He just will roll and roll and roll now. He has started crawling. He is up on all fours, crawling. Like when I say crawling, he does like 1 or 2 like pushes, but that's about it. He will get on the move though, and he does like a slug impression. But yeah, he definitely is on the move, whether it's a proper crawl forever, like constantly or not. I'm able to, you know, be on the floor with him and he'll get from one end of the room to the other end of the room. There is no stopping him now. So we need to sort out a baby gate for the top of the stairs now. Yeah, he is able to stand, like just holding onto my finger, and my finger's like his hip height, so he's actually, I would say more so, just using me as a balance, and he can stand on his own. I've started holding onto his hips and like finding his balance. Once he's found his balance, letting go, and he will hold that position for a couple of seconds. He is able to walk holding onto our hands, and that's obviously constantly improving. He loves to play peekaboo. He just loves things like that. He loves like when you like nestle your head into his neck and like blow raspberries or give him kisses. He just giggles. It is the cutest thing in the world. He's also started noticing the dog and just laughs his head off at the dog. I think you'll have seen that in a previous video. So yeah, he's definitely noticing the dog now. We didn't get a bouncer, as in like a frame bouncer. We got a door bouncer. And he loves that. He will like be jumping loads. He doesn't go in it every day. And when he is in it, he's only in it for like 5 to 10 minutes. But he does really enjoy it. Something that we really wanted to teach him was baby sign language. So I'd say probably from around 3 months or 4 months, we started, before I'd offer him the boob, or if someone else was holding him and they were passing him to me, we'd all be like, milkies. I'll see if I can show you him now. He was just up on all fours. Todd! Toddy! Anyway, so we started like teaching him like the milky sign language, and he now if he hears or like sees the word, like the sign language. Thanks for kicking my tripod. 1 minute. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, cheeky boy? What are you doing, cheeky boy? What are you doing, cheeky? Chewing on a blanket? Yeah, 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 yeah. No, you can't just feed. I'm filming a video, Papa. It's only been an hour. Oh, you got a snotty butt, a snotty nose. Let me get that bogey. Let me get that bogey. Let me get that bogey. So yeah, he understands Milky, and if you say Milky to him, he gets dead excited and literally throws himself at the boob. Don't you? Can you see yourself? So yeah, he gets super excited and throws himself at the boob. So I'd definitely say he's understanding that. There is a few other like sign languages, hand, whatever it is, that we want him to learn, but we just thought we'll start with the basic one for now, and we'll see how he gets on. So maybe in the next month or two we'll start introducing another one or something. I think we really want him to know that all gone. And there's ones like to do with the toilet and like nappy changes and things like that, so if he can learn them, that would be very impressive. So we'll just have to see. I've got a book, so we'll look through it and see what's fairly easy to teach and for him to understand. He in general is just a super happy baby. He hardly cries, and if he does, it's just because he is that like there is actually something wrong. He doesn't whinge. He's just the most pleasant, cutest, content baby in the entire world, aren't you? Aren't you? You are just so content and happy. So yeah, that is our 6-month baby update, isn't it? He's currently just standing up. I will see if I can angle the camera and show you. Good night. Clever boy. Are you sticking that tongue out? He also loves to stick his tongue out. Don't you? Cheeky? Yeah? So yeah, that is it. That is our baby 6-month update. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to give this video a big like or a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. We really appreciate it more than you'll ever know, and it really does help my channel. So thank you, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye.